Hello my dear health seeker, Inga from Health Origins here. So I'm so excited because today I've got a super fast lightning vegan sweet recipe which is energy balls. So this is the snack I first made when going on a 46-mile trek with my company on my day job, and they were really tasty, and people that tried them really loved them as well. So this is a recreation of those, and it's ideal to take camping with you or if you're out walking, so perfect as a summer treat. So let's begin. So first of all, before we begin, this whole recipe will take about 10 minutes, hopefully. First of all, I've broken up some dark vegan chocolates. Well, it doesn't have to say vegan on it, as long as it's got no dairy. Most dark chocolates are vegan. So I'm gonna put that on in a bain-marie, as it's called. So I'll put some boiling water into a little pan, and then I put a little glass dish, and then I've broken up some chocolate pieces into that, and I put it on slow to kind of keep melting while we make the rest of the actual dessert, the energy balls. So the main ingredient is the cashews. So I've slightly toasted those. So this is a cup of cashews. Then I've got 6 mejool dates. They're not soaked, just the pits taken out of them. Then I've got half a cup of cranberries, dried cranberries, sweetened dried cranberries. I've got this is kind of could be an optional, so if you're not using chocolate, you can coat your balls in like toasted sesame seeds. So I slightly toasted some sesame seeds here. Then I've got maca powder and baobab powder. I mean, baobab powder is optional. It gives the extra tang and extra nutrition, and I happen to have it, and I need to kind of use it up because I had it for a while, so I'm adding that. But maca powder is enough. In fact, you could, if you don't have maca powder, don't worry, you could just make it with these basic ingredients and it'll still be nice. And then I've got 1 tablespoon of chia seeds that I've soaked in 4 tablespoons of water to make like a chia egg, if you like. So that's been sitting for about 5 minutes, but it'll probably be okay for 2-3 minutes while you make the rest of the things, because you add this at the end. So we're gonna need a food processor for this. So first of all, I'm gonna be adding my nuts. So add my cashews into it, and I'm gonna give it a quick blitz. So literally 10 seconds, and they're into kind of nice smallish crumbs, if you can see. So got that. Now I'm gonna add my dates and my cranberries here. I'm gonna add my powders as well. So I'm gonna put a tablespoon of maca powder and a tablespoon of, in fact I'll do a teaspoon of baobab because it's a little bit, it's quite tart, so I'll put a teaspoon of it. So this is a half a teaspoon, I need a teaspoon. There we go. So a teaspoon of baobab powder. And I'm gonna just blend this for a little bit, and then we'll add the chia egg. So literally I blended this for another 30 seconds. Depends how powerful your food processor is, but mine is, you know, gotten into crumbs now, all of it, which is great what you want, but you want obviously them to stick together, and that's why we've got the chia egg. And we're gonna just add that in here, and that will give the much needed kind of glue to glue it all together for us. It looks a bit like frog spawn. If you ever done chia seeds not ground, if that disturbs you or you don't like the texture, then grind the chia seeds you know, into a powder, and then make them into an egg if you don't like this kind of frog spawn look or feel. So it's been just about a minute or just over a minute while this has been blending, and you don't want to over blend this at all, because the nuts will start turning into kind of paste, if you like, or nut butter. So perhaps I might have overdone it by 5-10 seconds, so just keep it under a minute, you know, before it turns, because at first it was getting like into a bit of a dough consistency. It was kind of rolling around the container, and that's where you want to stop it, and I think I've missed it by about 5 seconds. So it started to kind of liquefy the ingredients a little bit, but it'll be fine, because it'll be a little bit stickier for rolling them into our sesame seeds. So I need to get myself a spatula, and we're gonna start rolling these. So the size of these could be as you prefer, but I would say about a heaped teaspoon is a good size. You probably don't want them massive, although if you do, you can do that. So just roll it, and it might help to have your hand a little bit slightly damp so it doesn't stick to it. And then once you rolled your ball, just drop it into sesame seeds, because that's what we're gonna do, so you can eat it immediately. So we'll do some sesame seed ones, and then also we'll do some that are dipped in chocolate too. So yeah, so basically have your fingers slightly dampened, and maybe your palm slightly dampened so it doesn't stick, and then just drop it into a sesame seed little container to just get it immersed in sesame seeds, and voila. So I'll make a couple more like that. So now onto the chocolate covered balls. So I've rolled out all the remaining dough into balls ready for us to dip, and now we've got our chocolate melted, and what we're going to need is we're going to need 2 small spoons to roll the in fact we could just use one bigger spoon, one smaller spoon, doesn't make much difference. So we will place, this is the biggest one, that could be Mark's. We'll place the ball in here, cover it with chocolate, and these ones obviously will need 2-3 hours to set, so you'll not be able to eat those straight away, but that's okay. We've got the sesame coated ones that I can taste test for you guys. But yeah, the chocolate ones are even more indulgent. So just add your balls to the chocolate, roll it fully in, and just put it on a parchment paper. You don't want to put it on the plate like this, because I made a mistake, because chocolate hardens onto the plate and it's impossible to take it off without breaking anything. And in fact, you could probably, instead of putting it on the plate, as you can see it's sticking to the plate and disturbing the shape a little bit, put it on another piece of parchment paper ready to coat. You live and you learn. So yeah, just give it a good coating and just place it on a parchment paper. And I definitely guarantee you're going to want to double up your recipe because they're just so good. I've cheekily tried a bit of the batter just before. Oh my goodness, yum. So yeah, so all that's left to do now is for me to taste test the energy balls. So now to the taste test. Let me try this. Yum. The sesame seed has a bit of crunch, and inside is so nice and soft, and they'll harden up a little bit as well. If you keep them in the fridge, covered in a container, the mixture inside will become a little bit harder. But oh, this is delicious. So if you try this recipe, let me know what you think. Have you got any other nut and seed kind of bars or bowl recipes that you want to share with me? Let me know down below. And if you're new here, welcome. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And here we believe that food is fuel, so it's important to be mindful of what we put in our bodies. Oh, and by the way, I'll link in the card above in the description below another balls recipe that I made, and that's my peanut butter truffles. Oh my goodness, they're amazing. Such an indulgent treat. However, they are really healthy because they're chickpea based. So look out for that. And until the next time.